Few artists in hip-hop have crafted a legacy as enduring and transformative as Lil Wayne. With a career spanning over 2 decades, Wayne has continually reinvented himself, influencing generations of artists and expanding the definition of what a rapper can be. At the heart of his discography lies his magnum opus, the Carter Series, a collection of albums that not only mark milestones in his evolution, but also serve as chapters in the story of modern hip-hop. Each installment of the Carter Series showcases a different version of Wayne, from the hungry lyricist on the come-up, to the global superstar experimenting with fame and fortune, to the seasoned veteran reflecting on his legacy. In this video, we'll explore each Carter album in depth and rank them from worst to best, based on lyrical content, production quality, innovation, emotional resonance, and overall cultural impact.
Man of my word, I stand on my word. Y'all get on my nerves. I get high and land like a bird.
The 6th installment in the Carter series was perhaps the most anticipated due to the lengthy gap since the Carter 5 and the speculation surrounding Wayne's ability to evolve with the modern hip-hop landscape. Unfortunately, the Carter 6 feels like a missed opportunity. While not without its merits, the album largely lacks direction and cohesion. Instead of delivering a fully fleshed out vision, the project feels more like a scattered compilation of loosely connected songs. One of the biggest issues with the Carter 6 is the uninspired production. Many beats feel generic and recycled, missing the experimental spark or emotional pull that defined earlier entries. Guest features, while numerous, often feel disengaged or poorly matched with Wayne's energy. The album doesn't follow a clear theme or arc, which further detracts from its impact. Despite these criticisms, Wayne's talent still shines in bursts. Tracks like Sharks and If I Played Guitar are refreshing and stand out from the rest of the project. On Sharks, Jelly Roll and Big Sean breathe life into the track with passionate and animated performances.
New enemies as old friends, seen jealousy, envy from both ends. When I open up, it came with open hands.
If I Played Guitar showcases Wayne's fascinating ability to bend genres and tap into melodic delivery, a testament to his versatility. Another example of Wayne's artistry is the song Island Holiday, where he blends rap with a more laid-back island-influenced vibe.
I'm on Demon Time, MLA, bad bitch on my plate.
It's tracks like these that suggest the Carter 6 had the potential to be a great album if it had more consistency and vision. In the end, while not terrible, it feels like an album that could have benefited from more focus and refinement. It's Wayne in fragments, brilliant but not whole.
Say go DJ, 'cause that's my DJ. Say go DJ, 'cause that's my DJ.
Released during a transitional period in Wayne's career, the Carter 1 marked a departure from his earlier, more juvenile material and introduced a more mature and refined version of the New Orleans rapper. Coming off the underwhelming 500 Degrees, this album was Wayne's attempt to re-establish himself as a serious artist and lyricist, and in many ways he succeeded. The production, handled almost entirely by Mannie Fresh, gives the album a strong southern flavor. Tracks like Go DJ became instant anthems and showcased Wayne's ability to create catchy, hard-hitting hits while maintaining lyrical prowess. I Miss My Dogs, a heartfelt tribute to his former group the Hot Boys, reveals a vulnerable side of Wayne rarely seen at the time.
And man, I miss the times we would shine. You would keep me on your side. You would teach me how to ride. And you...
Wayne also experimented with freestyles and interludes that let his raw talent shine. Tracks like Snitch demonstrate his comfort writing complex beats and dropping clever punchlines. Yet while the highs are undeniably high, the album suffers from inconsistency. Several tracks feel repetitive in theme, particularly those focused on street life and money, and lack the creative spark necessary to elevate them beyond filler. Still, the Carter 1 laid the groundwork for the greatness to come. It showed Wayne beginning to find his voice, carving out his unique place in hip-hop's crowded landscape. The Carter 2 is a significant artistic leap from its predecessor. Free from Mannie Fresh's production influence, after his departure from Cash Money, Wayne expanded his sound palette by exploring more polished and diverse production. The result is a more cohesive and mature album that balances lyrical content with refined beats. Wayne's rapping had notably improved by this point. His flow was sharper, his metaphors more layered, and his confidence undeniable. Tracks like Fireman, Hustler Music, and especially Money on My Mind are certified bangers that showcase Wayne's lyrical growth and swagger.
Stepping at the motherfucking call, day and out. I'm looking like a star, bitch. When you see...
He also began to venture into more conceptual territory. On Receipt, Wayne opens up emotionally about a personal relationship, while Get Over sees him reflecting on life struggles. These tracks added emotional weight and depth to the album that was mostly absent from the Carter 1.
Young boy, I know you love me like you never loved. You know you couldn't find a better thug.
Despite its many strengths, a handful of songs lack staying power and don't offer much beyond a few listens. Nevertheless, The Carter II is a major step forward and set the stage for Wayne's ascension into hip-hop royalty.
God took his time when he made me. I put my pride to the side, all safety.
Years in the making and delayed by legal battles and label disputes, The Carter V arrived with enormous expectations. It was not just another album, it was a symbol of Wayne's resilience and fight for creative freedom, and for the most part, it delivered. Emotionally charged and introspective, The Carter V reflects a more mature Wayne. He opens up about mental health, family, and fame in ways he never had before. The album begins with Don't Cry featuring X, a haunting dedication to his mother. It sets the tone for the vulnerability Wayne maintains throughout the project.
Don't cry.
Tracks like Let It All Work Out, Famous, and Open Letter showcase Wayne at his most contemplative. Meanwhile, songs like Dedicate and Uproar, produced by Swiss Beats, remind listeners that Wayne can still deliver bangers with commercial appeal. However, it's not without flaws. Some of the most conceptually ambitious tracks, like Mona Lisa and Dark Side of the Moon, are weakened by production choices or vocal performances that didn't resonate with me personally.
Feeling so silly, I smoke color purple. I'm up in here feeling like silly. Ooh, nappy ass dress. What's that you said?
Despite this, Wayne still sounds creatively inspired, and the album's length allows him to experiment freely. The Carter V is less about flashy wordplay and more about emotional weight. It's Wayne reflecting on his life, legacy, and pain, a bold and commendable shift for an artist once known mostly for clever bars and club anthems.
Crazy on him. I don't give a mother. Run up in the nigga house and shoot his grandmother.
When The Carter III dropped, it catapulted Wayne into global superstardom. This album is where Wayne became not just a great rapper, but a pop culture phenomenon. It's bold, experimental, and wildly entertaining. The production is slick, radio-friendly, and diverse, pulling Wayne into mainstream territory without sacrificing his lyrical edge. Tracks like Lollipop showcased Wayne's use of auto-tune in a melodic, innovative way that became influential in the years that followed.
Can't do this, don't do that. Shout me to refund, need to bring that nigga.
Meanwhile, cuts like 3-Peat and a Milli reaffirmed that Wayne hadn't abandoned his roots in technical lyricism. The album thrives on its variety. Dr. Carter is a clever metaphor in which Wayne plays a doctor saving hip-hop, and Tie My Hands sees him grappling with post-Katrina pain. Then there's Don't Get It, a politically charged closer that proves Wayne can be both streetwise and socially conscious.
What's understood ain't gotta be explained, but you don't understand me, so let me explain.
If The Carter II was his breakthrough, The Carter III was the world's confirmation of Wayne's genius. The few missteps it has are minor compared to its achievements.
Excuse my charisma, vodka with a spritzer, swagger down pat, call my shit Patricia.
While The Carter III may be the most celebrated, The Carter IV is arguably Wayne's most complete project. It marries all of his strengths: the lyrical wizardry of his mixtape days, the introspection of Carter V, and the mainstream polish of Carter III into one cohesive and powerful statement. From the very first track, Intro, Wayne sets the tone with a barrage of bars, and he never lets up. Tracks like 6 Foot, 7 Foot, and Mega Man are lyrical showcases that remind fans why Wayne is one of the best to ever pick up a mic.
Boy, you just be killing shit. Yeah, you know that money talk. I am the ventriloquist, tranquilizer in
The production throughout the album is aggressive yet clean, matching Wayne's energy perfectly. But what truly elevates The Carter IV is its emotional resonance. Songs like Nightmares of the Bottom, Abortion, and Mirror, featuring Bruno Mars, dive deep into Wayne's psyche, exploring his regrets, his doubts, and his search for purpose. Novocaine, with Kevin Rudolph, is a deep personal reflection on numbness and detachment.
Ooh, girl, I love you so. Good Lord Almighty, I'm in love.
Even the few weaker tracks don't detract from the album's overall quality. Unlike Carter VI, this is a focused, unified body of work with strong transitions, consistent themes, and a sense of narrative continuity. The Carter IV is not just Wayne at his best, it's Wayne as a complete artist, delivering both style and substance. Lil Wayne's The Carter series is more than a set of albums. It's a living document of one of hip-hop's most extraordinary careers. It charts his rise, his reign, and his reinvention across 2 decades of music, culture, and personal evolution. Each album offers a snapshot of where Wayne was, emotionally, artistically, and culturally, at that moment in time. From the raw beginnings of the Carter 1 to the experimental highs of the Carter 3 and the emotional depth of the Carter 5, the series is a journey through hip-hop history and personal growth. Ranking them is no easy task, but the beauty lies in the journey itself, the triumphs, the trials, and the transformation of Dwayne Michael Carter Jr. into Lil Wayne, the living legend.